everybody. Afternoon. Hey, so I just want to tell y'all something because I'm freaking out. So y'all remember Miss Garcia sent me our little memory cards, right? And I just got out the shower, so if I look greasy, it's fine. I don't know. They are shadow banning me. I don't know. You, William. You know I be having to say that all the time. And this is about the. This is kind of freaky, because those things have been sitting. She sent me this, and it was in a white envelope. Right? It was in a white envelope, like on the inside of here. This is the outside. They've been sitting right here on my desk. I get up to go send them out, y'all. They're not here. So I looked around on the floor, looked in my room, looked in my living room. They're nowhere. I left my house one time this week and went and got bug spray, went to the grocery store. But remember, I told y'all I came when I was getting ready to leave, my door was unlocked. When I got ready to go outside, my door was already unlocked. And I was like, that's weird. I hadn't, and I don't leave my door unlocked. Mind you, my camera is not charged right now. Them things have been right here in this envelope, right here on the side of my thing. I get up to go send aunties out and somebody else requested one. I didn't tow my house up. They not in here. They are not in here. And my camera is not on because I haven't charged it since it had the bird pooping all over it. Y'all, they been right here on my desk. So I'm hoping I misplaced them, but I didn't tow my house up. Them things is not in here. They're not on the couch where all the other packages are. They're not in my room. I checked on the side of my bed. They're nowhere. Nowhere. And that's freaking me out big time. Like, here go my purse. I was getting ready to go, had my purse. I'm like, where the hell? They been right here the whole since she sent them. Cause I showed her, I'm like, all right, y'all, they here. I asked her how many it was. They been right here. So I'm hoping that I have misplaced them. But baby, every place where they should be, they are not. It's the memory cards she put the Old Testament Supai on. When I say nowhere, I look through all of the packages that I hadn't sent out yet. They're nowhere. When I say nowhere, I mean nowhere. Nowhere. I done went through all them packages. I'm like, God, this crazy. I know I didn't because y'all done slept and my lashes is crazy. I'm sad about that. Because I knew I wasn't tripping. When I got ready to leave to go get my groceries, I'm like, why is my door unlocked? I'm not overlooking them, honey, because there's only two places. If it's not in my living room on the couch or on the floor right there where all the other packages are, it's going to be in here. It's going to be in here. It's not going to be nowhere else. That's what I said. Okay, so I took a shower. I went back and looked. They not in my house. Unless they didn't feel behind something and ain't nowhere, because y'all got to think, I just redid the office. There's nowhere for them to be. And they're in a white bag. Most of the bags that I have to send y'all stuff out is black. I'm telling y'all, I was like, why is my door unlocked? I went to unlock my door and it was already unlocked. And the maintenance dude's little truck was out there, and I'm like, that's odd. Yeah, because I literally had got up to go send them out, and nah, the package is here. But the other package with them in there is not here. And it's still right here on the desk. It ain't went nowhere. It's right here. They been here the whole time. Steph is 45 memory sticks. Why would I be walking around with 45 memory sticks in my purse, baby? They've been on my desk since I opened them. The package they came in is right here. Why would they be in my purse? And the package, this is the package they came in. No, it's not in my purse. I'm sad about that. I'm really sad about that. And I pray I've misplaced them, but I haven't, because everywhere they would be, they're not there. And the package is right here. So why are they here? And this is here, but the memory sticks ain't. Oh, as soon as I got off the phone and this morning, I woke up to a crazy call. I'm like, God, I didn't tow up every space because here's Auntie's envelope. She sent me her self-addressed stamp envelope. I said, Auntie, I'll get it out to you. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, so I was like, I'm going to get up and go today. They not even in my house. They are nowhere. Y'all, I live in an apartment. I can't just change. No, I cannot just change my locks. That's crazy. And now y'all see why I don't like people in my house. But I know something because I'm like, why is my door unlocked? Because people don't be home in the day, so they don't know whose car is whose because I don't really go nowhere. So they don't see me getting in my car. Normally when I leave at night when they not here. Or early in the morning before they come to work. And when I say they nowhere, they're nowhere. How do you just lose 45 memory sticks? The package is right here, but the other package that they came in ain't. So, I don't know. Here's the package. It was a white package on the inside of these because I pulled them out of here. And they were all right here because I said to myself, I said, well, y'all send the self-addressed stamp. I put it right here. They're nowhere. Nowhere. I have a camera. I have a camera, but it hasn't been charged. And that's why I'm kicking myself because something told me to charge it last week and I didn't. And that was before she sent me before I went and picked up the packages. My neighbor has a camera though, so what I'm gonna do is go across the hall and ask her if she can look back through her camera this week and see if somebody was in my house. Or see if she can see somebody opening my door. Because the neighbor right across, she just got a camera. Probably like a month ago. So I'm gonna knock on her door and ask her if she can run through her cameras and see if anybody has been in my house this week. Yep, that's the only thing I can do because my camera wasn't working. I mean, I don't have it charged, so I'm gonna ask her because how the hell is stuff? Stuff don't come up missing out of my house, and where I put it, it be right there. And there's no reason for this pack to be here and the other one isn't because I took it out, I showed y'all, and I set it right here. I haven't moved it. I'm going to ask my neighbor to check her camera and see if any maintenance, and if any maintenance been in my house this week, I know that they're the person that took it because they've been sitting there. And I got up, I had got dressed, got ready to walk out the door, went to look for it, came in here, like, where the thing is? So I was like, maybe I set them on the couch. They're not even on the couch. They're nowhere. They're not in my room. They're nowhere. Not nowhere. They're not in none of my survival stuff. They're nowhere. So, I do have a camera, Punk, and it's not charged. I do have one. I do. I just haven't charged it. Because I'm always home, and I just hadn't had time. Just forgetting about it. I don't really leave my house that much. So, somebody knock on the door, come in here, I'm in here. But I was gone for like an hour and a half. That makes me sad. I'm just going to pray that I misplaced them, but I don't look everywhere, there or nowhere. They shouldn't even be out of here, though. They should be right here. This is where they should be because this is where the pack is. The pack is here. So then them not being right here doesn't make any sense because I took them out the pack and set them right here. No. No. It's $25 gift cards for Amazon in here and all kind of stuff. No, there's earphones, all kinds of stuff. They didn't take nothing but those. I am. And I just said I'm going to give me one of them little astronaut cameras. I'm going to give me one and put it in here. I kept having this feeling like I needed a camera in here. And that's crazy because I'm like, I'll be home. But no, because why is this here? They was right there. I looked in it. I got a big old box of packages, y'all, in the living room. They're nowhere. When I say nowhere, I mean nowhere. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like somebody didn't been in my house. So I'm praying that I just misplaced them, but I know that I didn't. Everything be where I put it because don't nobody be in my house but me. It's crazy. This makes no sense. I do not like thieves, and I don't like people that come in people's houses. This is why I don't like maintenance in my house. That's crazy. Anyway, so give me a minute, y'all. We're getting those out because they're nowhere. And that's crazy. That hurts my soul for people to pick up stuff that do not belong to them. Especially that because you don't even know what was on. I shouldn't have left that day. I should have just stayed in here to see. I'm thinking he probably opened the door and seen I was in here or heard me in my room and just hurry up and close the door. Maybe I was coming out when he was unlocking the door. I don't know. But my door was unlocked. I didn't pay for them. And yes, it is the matter of, because I don't know how much Mr. Garcia paid to do that. I don't know how much time it took. Yes, I do. Y'all, why would I tell y'all to do it and I wouldn't do it? Of course I do. Of course I do. All of this stuff, I've already looked everywhere. When I say I looked everywhere, it's only me in here. There's nobody else to misplace anything. It's only me. I don't have other people coming through my house. There's nobody that needs to be in my house. And if I said hell, my coffee cup is still here from last night. There's stuff that has been here for over 2 weeks. There's nobody, I don't have no kids, no husband, no dude, nobody going through my house. So if I set something somewhere, there's no reason. Hell, if I set a plate on my counter and don't get it for a week, it's going to be there. There's nobody else to do it. So the fact that the packaging is still here, but the contents of the packet is not. You understand what I'm saying? The package is here. It's right here. They were together. As you can see, I pulled it out. Y'all. I live by myself. So if I put something somewhere, unless I move it, it's not there. All of my business stuff is either in here or in my living room on the couch. I have a box on the couch with all packages. On the side of my couch, there is a big black and yellow tub with all of the soap that I made, the books, everything that I have not sent out for everything. It's only going to be in 2 places. The packages I receive are only going to be in 2 places, and the packages that I'm sending out, they only going to be 2 places. They only going to be in here or in there. I set those here. The package that they came in is here, and the package that they were in is not. I don't have nobody going through my house. Nobody comes in here. But when I got ready to leave to go get my bug spray the other day, I noticed, mind you, I just got up, that I know that I have not been outside my front door. I don't leave my door unlocked. So for my front door to be open, and when I went outside, the maintenance guy's little cart was out there, was alarming. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to just go on and go. When I got back, my door was still locked. But here I am going to send these off to people, and they're not in here. And we have more than one maintenance man, and they're always getting new ones. This has already happened before with the painters. Remember, I told y'all somebody was jiggling my door trying to get in my door, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? It was a painter. Well, how you unlock my door and you supposed to be upstairs painting in an apartment? That why is you it says 3, 2, 1, whatever. Why is you on 2 trying to open the door instead of being on 3? And the package is here. I could see if this wasn't here. It's here. The package that they came in is right here. It's right here. She put a white package on the inside of this one. It's nowhere. But this is here. They were sitting here together. Anyway. That's crazy. That's all I'm going to say. No. I got personal documents and stuff in here. That's not okay with me. My lash messed up. Give me a second, y'all. That makes me really, really sad. This lash is gonna drive me nuts. Hold on, y'all. Ugh. Here's even the note. This is the note. You hear me? This the note she sent me. Hey, CERCA, here are a few books for the family. Hopefully they don't get damaged in transit. Each one should have both OTPs and lots of extra space for more. The best part is they don't take up much room and are way lighter to lift. The letter is here. The package is here. But the stuff with that is needed to be, it's not here. All of this was right here together. It's all right here. I haven't moved it. I showed y'all. Asked her how many it was, and I set them right there. Makes me angry. Makes me angry. I'm gonna get me a camera friend here. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put one right there, and I'm gonna probably hide one somewhere right here, cause I don't play that. I don't take nobody's stuff. I don't pick up nobody's stuff. I'm not stealing nothing. I'm not gonna be dishonest with no money. So I am. I'm gonna check with my neighbor and have her check her cameras and see if maintenance been in my house this week. Yeah, they have to. Don't nobody else be in here but me. Don't nobody be. My homeboy, he came over last week to help with the shelf. He ain't even been here. So there's nobody that's been here. Now, they had to do it the other day when I went grocery shopping. When I went to go get all my stuff, and that was the day that I was leaving, and I noticed my door was unlocked. That was the day. I can't change my locks, Mr. Hardy. I live in an apartment. I can't change my locks. And even if I did, I still have to give the maintenance man a key. Even if I change my locks, they still have to be able to get into my house. Because if they have to break the locks, it's $75. And I don't throw away money. It is a shame. But this is why I used to beat the hell out of my kids. You better not pick up nobody's nothing. You do not take nothing that don't belong to you. It makes me really, really sad. Because the package, the letter, everything is right here except for the memory sticks. It's Miss Garcia, and I'm sure that took a long time to do that. It was 30 or 40 of them. Don't send them to me because I didn't do it. I don't even know how she did that. When she come in here, I'll let her know. Yeah, they gone. Her letter is here, the package is here, but the memory sticks is gone. And they wasn't in that pack. They was in a white pack, cause she sent them in 2 bubble wraps, basically. I can't find them. And there's only 2 places they would be, in here or in there on my couch, and they're nowhere. But I looked everywhere. So I don't want to keep talking about it. I just want y'all to know that. Because here's Auntie's self-addressed stamp envelope. I got my purse in here. I came in here to grab them off the desk. I'm like, where are them things at? I said, maybe I put them in the living room. They're nowhere. Check the side of my bed. Like, maybe I put them in my room mistakenly. They're nowhere. 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 And y'all got to think, I just moved everything around. So there's no space for it to be under or falling behind or nothing. You remember me showing them to y'all when I opened the package, and I didn't take them out. I showed y'all. I said they over here. Send me a self-dress, because Tay was the first person that said she wanted one. But that's the same day when I left that I was like, why is my door unlocked? And I went outside, and his little cart was parked right there. And I said, well, that's weird. But I went on and went to do what I had to do. Yeah, so just know it's thieves on the planet. And if you steal, I don't mess with you. Definitely praying for you, Auntie. The enemy been working on you. Listen, he hit me this morning with my baby. My baby was having some issues. I'm like, call my godmother. I said, just text her and tell her to pray. Because right now, mom is over. It's a lot going on in real life. Yep. Nope. They're nowhere. They're not on the new bookshelf. They're not nowhere, y'all. They're nowhere. They not. I didn't look. I looked on the bookshelves. I looked everywhere. Looked everywhere. They not in here. I looked everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, I went to go look. I'm like, where are they at? It is. Tell Dobby, cough them up. That part. I looked everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, I looked everywhere. They're not. Can you report something missing to the maintenance office? Not to the maintenance office, but to the office. But you gotta think, they be in cahoots together. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some. I'm just gonna pray. Y'all pray. I'm gonna pray, and I'll find them, cause that's crazy. It makes me sad in real life. Y'all pray. I'm gonna pray. Like I said, if I misplaced them, okay. But hey, Auntie, you the topic of discussion. I ain't gonna show your address, but you know you sent me this. Yes, thank you. You said you lived in the same apartment. Same thing happened to you. Cause why ain't they where I put them? And I checked the bookshelves. I checked everything. I don't. I don't know. I'm something told me though to get that little bitty camera, but I knew something when my dang door was unlocked. I'm like, why is my door unlocked? Cause I ain't been out the house all day, and I don't leave. As soon as I come in my door, I lock it. So yeah, something gotta give. I know. You said some people they are gonna mysterious reappear. That's what I was thinking too. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'm just because I went to sleep with craziness. I woke up with and then you got to think about what I've been teaching about too. You know what I mean? I've been busting heads, and when I tell you I went to sleep to craziness and woke up to craziness, it's been one thing after another right now. But that's how I know. Even like I said, whenever something hit hard with y'all, and I'm not saying that the devil can't misplace it, but why was my door unlocked? Why was my door unlocked? I check my door. I put my kick bar on my door every night. I don't know how much they cost because I don't want no money. Listen, right? I don't want any money. I'm not saying this because I just asked y'all to pray. That's it. Could the enemy be messing with me and they be somewhere and I moved them? I woke up from a dream that you pulled up on me here in the shop. That's crazy, and I've been talking about you all morning because I literally was trying to leave to go send your stuff off. No, it's not charged, Angel. It's not charged. Yeah. So y'all just pray. I don't know. Maybe they'll turn up. Maybe I forgot and moved them somewhere else or something. I don't know. But just pray. I have a Jingle Bells doorknob, but I wasn't here. Okay, I don't want to talk about it no more. If they supposed to turn up, they will. If I'm tripping, they will. But that's just crazy to me that, yeah. I looked. I looked in my room. I looked on the side of my bed. I looked on the shelves. I don't know. I don't know. Can y'all just do that for me? Please. Thank you. Like I said, I don't know if I misplaced them, but there's only two places they would be. So, right. I don't want to talk about it because it makes me feel violated to think somebody might have been in my house. Yeah, I got some coffee. I got some. Moving on. All right. Who was in class last night? Anybody was in class last night? Did y'all go get y'all not did y'all go get y'all ladies, did y'all go to Walmart? Y'all go to Walmart and get your dresses? I got mine on today. Y'all went to Walmart, ladies? Y'all didn't go? I know I don't want to have to do all that. I already be in my mind thinking the craziest. No, $7, ladies. The best thing you ever could buy, and they stretch. Oh, you got the sweatpants, but they didn't have the dresses. $7. They got all the colors. It's a tank top dress, and it feel exactly like they shirts. You watched the rewatch on the way to your cousin's funeral. They trying to make you think you crazy, but listen, it be the enemy. I know, and they might be in here somewhere. Maybe I moved them, thinking that's not a good place. I don't know, but I know you did. You don't have a Walmart near you, okay? So let me ask you something. What's something that y'all learned in the last couple of days? Tell me something y'all learned in the last couple of days. Hold on one second, y'all. I need to do one other thing too. Okay. Sorry, everybody. All right. What y'all got? Hello. I learned that the lesson I was taught as a youngster was out of context, and I should have researched and studied after those Bible lessons. I learned that avoiding demons doesn't work, so I shall continue. Oh! I shall continue praying and putting the whole armor, different spirits, and how what they cause problems in your life, and how to learn about them to beat them. Jesus is a G, and people be fake. I like reading Nicodemus again. Okay. Demons are coming out more frequently. What else y'all got? The Lazarus name was still being brought up above and below. Good job. John the Baptist was in hell talking about Jesus. That the enemy is hidden. Babies can house ancient spirits, and people think they're also cute. Oh! Mark 5 and John 11 here way different. Okay. Okay. John the Baptist was talking about Jesus, the Savior, while he was in hell. So let me ask y'all a question. When you go and you see, right, that there's so much more of the Bible missing, how does that make you feel? Auntie told us a little bit today, but how does that make y'all feel? Hey, Day. Angry. Demons are presenting themselves and trying to be accepted as normal. Interesting. Deceived. Pissed off. Oh, I was angry. Okay, let me go get my robe, y'all. Did y'all temperature drop where y'all at today? John the Baptist came before Jesus in earth and in hell, and did. I literally broke me when I found out parts of the Bible was missing. I'm already reteaching my children. Oh, good job. It feels great outside. I ain't been outside. I was getting ready to go. Yes, it's cold in my house today. I know I woke up with a little something in my throat, Auntie. Yeah. Our favorite time is coming. Fatback season. Fatback season is coming, honey. This when you make all the chili and crackers and everything. Fatback season is coming. Fatback season is coming. Listen. Yes, big back, big and fat back. Don't forget that. Cause you get to eat all the stuff to make your back good and fat right now. My grandma, who grandma used to eat fat back? Y'all know what that is? Y'all know what fat back is? Oh, okay. I'm packaging everyone's boxes of goodies to mail out. Auntie said I'm on it. Big back activities activated. Yeah, my grandma used to eat fat back too. And she used to chew it with no teeth in her mouth. That was interesting to me. Yeah. I don't know how she used to do it, but they used to eat it with no teeth. Old people love fatback. You said some fatback with some cream corn. Yes, Lord. Oh, okay. So y'all already know about it. Well, we about to do that this winter. So can I ask y'all a question? Going back to this demonic oppression, my grandma used to put hers in greens. Yep, with hot sauce. So going back to this demonic oppression and possession, I got some in the freezer right now, Sandy. I'm gonna ask my grandma. I know her dad, my papa, used to make it. Yep. Well, then that's what we own this winter. Instead of big backs, we got fat back. It is what it is. It's good and salty. Good. It's seasoned everything. So, yeah, yeah. So let me ask y'all a question. When y'all first came here, and I started saying that your children were not innocent and that they were liars and manipulators, who got offended? Be honest. And they never had high blood pressure and didn't. Be honest. You didn't, but some other people did. Nah, I laugh because I always thought that it was some folks that in here that thought I was a little. They had snapped back a little bit when I said y'all kids is not innocent. Not me. My babies are the biggest pimps. Cry and get whatever they want. Hey, Queen, you already had your shower? I wasn't offended at all because I know where my kids come from. Folks were upset with you. A few probably left. Come on and tell the truth. I already know they did. I already know they did. It's a lot of stuff I say that be getting under y'all. Nope, not yet. I just woke up. Hilarious. Well, I suggest maybe you just roll on out of bed and roll on in the shower because I don't know when it's going to pop out. Good morning, Tadera. It kind of makes me proud that they are. Lets me know they're strong-minded. My dad used to watch Nathan in his high chair and say, he's manipulating all of us. I believe it because they do. So, do you think that an ancient entity that has been watching humankind all of this time would know how to manipulate us? Classy lady said, hey, Tadera. You said, Queen, you tripping because I'm going in first. Y'all hilarious. They study us. They do. What is a mimicking spirit? A copycat. It watches and trying to copy. They had men and spirits and heroes. When? Oh, mimicking spirits and heroes. Wouldn't old girl be considered a mimicking spirit too? Hey, the girl that we saw in the picture last night. It wasn't in this book. It was in this one. Would she be? You'll be fine. Mystique. Would she be considered a mimicking spirit? She can mimic your voice, your life, your everything. And her real name was the Edemu. And guess what she's under? I got deliverance from one and her name was Jasmine. Interesting. This is the chapter she's under. So when they put this in X-Men, do you think they knew what they was doing? Why would they be showing mimicking spirits to children? Cause ain't this her exact color, makeup, and everything? Is it? So how is it that all of the stuff that we look up in these books that's about magic and things that how many Christians do you think took their kids to see X-Men? Folks that be shouting in the church. Interesting. So do you think that they knew that they were taking their children to see the children of the fallen angels when they was watching that show? The evil spirits? Do you think any portals got opened into their house when they went and watched X-Men? When they let their kids watch Puff the Magic Dragon, you think demons got into their house that day? Thank you. So can I ask you a question? Why is it that Christians can only discern what looks evil? But if it's in a cartoon, their discernment doesn't work. Your discernment only works when somebody tells you it's a devil? Because they're not taught to recognize the spirit, only to abide by the words they're given. Interesting. It's like they have blinders on. They don't want to hear it. Maybe fear. Okay. They're programmed. You said it, Lindsay. They're programmed to, if it look evil, it is evil. But what if evil does what? Do you know a serial killer is a serial killer? How did they get the opportunity to unalive so many people? They study them, they deceive, they disguise. Right. 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 But the scary, oh, okay. They appear harmless. You said it, Tony. They appear harmless. Oh, no, don't worry about it. Come on and get in. So do you think that Disney and all of your children's cartoons have desensitized your children to magic and evil? They desensitize you too. They made magic appear harmless and had your baby speaking magic words and into mirrors and talking to fairies and sleeping with furies and sleeping with dragons and sleep. Oh, okay. Would that be deceitful to make magic look like it's harmless even though it's very powerful? They literally tell you it's the most magical company on the planet. And every single thing that they show us are the beings that God destroyed the earth for. The giants, the fairies, the talking dragons, the magical dragons. All of that, whenever we go looking in literature, they're all magical beings. But you're okay buying it because it looked like a stuffed animal? You're okay buying your baby Spider-Man even though he hitting the Baphomet every time he hit it? What's the name? I'm going to keep talking about it because we need to pull the cover off of all of these fake folks talking about, oh, you need, what? And what I mean by that is, y'all want to hoop and holler about what's demonic and don't even really understand it. And it makes me angry. Makes me a little irritated. You will tell a person not to watch a movie that might be able to help them understand the mental illness that their family member is going through because the doctors can't figure out why it's happening. But you will turn around and let your baby watch all the magical shows all day with whole witches that's doing magic spells and turning people into animals, which is real. Abracadabra is a magic word, or the most powerful magical word you can speak. Did y'all know that? How many of y'all kids walk around saying abracadabra when they playing like they what's the name? And that word came from the demon Abraxas. Interesting. Abracadabras and hocus pocus. It was a song in the 80s. Why would it be in a book of real wizardry? Look at the skulls right next to it. The book of wizardology that has all true facts in it, because if you study it, it's there. Let's see what this little note says right next to the word abracadabra. Oh, and we know what this is. It's a key. That's a key. And we, with alchemical chemicals, alchemy alchemy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Symbols. This is how I would decode this in my kids' book. This is the book they given to my 5-year-old, 12-year-old. See all the symbols? You see them? Let's see if we can find a few. Copper. There's copper right there. This little circle with the plus on the bottom. Nitrate or niter, I don't know how you say that. It's right here. What else we got on here? See some other ones. Oh, phosphorus is on here. I'm sure it's some others. My eyes is just moving real fast. Oh, there go the 4. Where'd it go? Okay. Girl. 10 is... Where'd it just go? That's for 10. It looks like the demon house. Oh, yeah. The demon houses. The sigils. Yeah. So this, remember I told you that's how you could decode this on the outside? This says something here. It's a key. "1,000 years have passed since Merlin, mighty wizard of the Pendragons, magical defender of the Britons, and wise enchanter of the sword of Excalibur, was imprisoned for all eternity in an oak tree by a cunning sorceress, Vivian, who some call Nimue or Nimue. 1,000 years have passed since wizardry was practiced in its true form, for the secret knowledge has grown scarce. Now, most of those who call themselves wizards are about meddlers unworthy of the name, while those who would make the best apprentices squander their time as a host of fledgling sciences." Y'all think it's real? So your child can have access to real magic books at school, but you will not make yourself aware of magic. You will not make yourself aware of the symbols and the demon names and all these other things. It blows me. Because this is in your kid's school. We got teachers in here that said, oh yeah, all them books is in our library. Elementary. They kids' books. These are for kids ages 8 to 12 or 5 to 12. You said, oh, classy lady is a teacher. She said yes, and at the book fairs. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's real. I think Beyonce has those actual artifacts. Probably. This is a kid's book. If you go on Amazon right now, this is going to come up for the kids' books. But it's real. So when folks are talking and they're like, oh, blah, 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 my kid don't, and you opening portals, you don't even know if it's a magic book or not, because most magic books don't say magic on the front of them. A book of shadows is just going to look like a journal. Do you understand? But if you don't know what you're looking at, the devil can sneak in your house however he wants to. That's the whole thing. The Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Who just learned something right now? That this, y'all hear my stomach? This is what they giving to your children. Remember me telling y'all that if a real wizard or warlock walked past you, you probably wouldn't know because they look like somebody old grandma, and you would think that they're getting this for their grandkid, and it's literally giving them spells in this book. I don't know about no innocent children, but mercy on the children. Okay. So remember I told you if a person was a witch, they could go in here and just buy this. You wouldn't even know. You think it's a book series, harmless, or excuse me, they made magic look it make it look like it's not dangerous. Do you hear me? Don't, if you saw this, would you really think it was dangerous before coming here? Would you even think anything about this? Honestly, if your kid said, oh, I want the ology series, you'd have bought all of them. Happy they reading. I don't. Didn't even know you buying your baby an ancient magic book. Yeah, that's what all of these books is. Egyptology, Dragonology, Monsterology, the Winemaker's Guidebook, Vampirology, Alienology, Ghostology, Dungeonology, Nightology, Spyology, Oceanology, Piratology, and Illusionology. Tyrion said, there's monsters in my room. Oh, I believe it. And we have a teacher, classy lady. We got more than one teacher. She's a teacher right now. Right now. And she said, oh, yeah, these be at the book fair every time the book fair come. How many of you Christian parents, be honest, knew that these books, prior to coming here, were at your kids' school and they selling them to them at the book fair? Every year. How long you been a teacher, classy lady? Please tell us how long you've been a teacher, Pumpkin. 29 years. Damn, girl. I didn't know that. Come on through this, sis. 29 years. So she done seen a lot of book fairs go and come, baby. And they been at the book fair for at least 10 years. Because we got some kids in here that come here and said when they was in junior high and elementary, we got some 20-something-year-olds, barely 20. They said, yeah, them books was always at school when we was there. Oh, and she been a teacher in 3 states, and she always seen them. Oh, thank you, sis. Hold on, y'all. So she been a teacher in 3 states. Sorry, y'all. I'm 35, and they were at my scholastic book fairs. Interesting. There's a 35-year-old saying they was at her book fairs, her scholastics. 35? She been teaching 29 years. We got a 35-year-old that said, oh, yeah, they was at my schools. How many Christian parents do you think have bought these for their children thinking nothing of it? How many teachers that were witches and warlocks had your children reading these books at school and you didn't know? You said many, many, many. Mm-hmm. I'm 53 and they were at my school in Brooklyn. Interesting. 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 CERCA, what should we do if our children bring it home? Throw it out or teach them? Yeah, you got to teach them. So they can teach other kids what not to pick up so they know how to tell them this is real and scary. Demons is going to start. I just showed y'all the book. Y'all know this. We do this all the time. If you seen this in the library at a bookstore, you are not going to think nothing about it. Be honest. If you saw this in a bookstore, would you think if your teacher sent this home for your kid to read? You remember this book as a kid? Girl, quit playing with me. This is a real magic book. I'm serious and I'm 42. This is a real magic book. You remember this book? You saw it too and you 42. This is this is a real magic book. It's a real magic book. Solomon was the Lord of the Rings, and I'm about to show you. We'll just start with that. It's this way. In AD 100 to 400, there lived an extraordinary wizard named King Solomon. There are many stories about his wisdom and power. He possessed a magic ring with which he commanded spirits called the jinn to do his bidding. The ring I describe here is a beauty, but has a very low wattage, which makes it suitable for novice wizards and sorceresses. But who can tell? Try commanding your brother to do your Saturday chores. If that works, the ring may be more powerful than I remember. They tell your kids the truth. Now, if you have the OTP, book 1, this is the lost books of the Bible. Maybe that's why they took them out too. The archangel Michael of the Lord grant Solomon what? A magical ring, which gives Solomon power over the demons. According to Solomon's instructions, the boy brings back the demon with the aid of a magical ring. Lord of the Rings, he is. So if your kid came to you and said, Mom, I need marbles and this and this and this and this, you wouldn't think nothing of it, and you didn't realize that they was gonna be summoning demons. You just think it's make-believe. And they're telling your babies the truth. And I would have thought they was doing arts and crafts. Okay. It is, Latif. So all of these people telling you, stay away from the spiritual realm. Stay away. How you gonna fight the devil? Why y'all think all these kids is messed up? They been feeding your baby magic. Okay? Making it cute. But it's very real. And because you don't want to learn what magic look like and what symbols it is and what it does, you can't help your kids. So the devil can run through your children, your house, your family. But we need to know how to protect ourselves. How you gonna know if you don't even know what magic look like? I just asked y'all. This gap when I went to summer camp. Listen. So all them folks talking about you bringing portals in your house, they bring in portals in their house every time they turn. If watching the Deliverance opens portals in your house, you better not let them watch no Disney, no Marvel, no nothing. Because Disney is showing your children the spiritual realm every day. I just told my daughter I think Mickey Mouse Clubhouse said a mantra, a chant. You keep a portal open in your house. But watching a show to show you how to get delivered or that you need deliverance is going to open up a portal. Y'all don't think that's the devil working? They let them watch Wizards of Waverly Place. They let them watch the Twitches movie at Halloween with the two girls where they let them watch everything that's gonna be on Halloween month. Baby, after watching Deliverance, all I can say over and over is powerful. Listen, Charmed, all of it. I'm talking about the little babies. We ain't even going to the teenagers. I'm talking about the little kids on Disney and Nickelodeon. Yeah, I do know what the meaning of Nickelodeon means. Okay, so if literally they tell you it's magic, Disney, the most magical place on earth, they show you in a little thing, it's magic, but they make it look cute. But it's real spells, real incantations, real names. That's the short version of the demon name. So then I just want to know what y'all gonna do with that. All the people that be letting their kids watch Spider-Man, you gonna stop them from watching it because he hitting the Baphomet in your house every day. Every time he shoots some webs. Man, I was a victim of Disney, Nickelodeon, all those musical artists. Yeah. CERCA, I started rewatching Game of Thrones. The amount of symbols I am catching, I'm mind blown. Good job. I told you it would be right in our face everywhere. But most Christians, most saints don't even know. They be wearing them on they. How many people y'all see in church with Balenciaga and all of the high name brand purses and stuff with those symbols on them? And they make sure that the symbol, they set their purse where people can see them. And they talking about this show is opening it up, but they're literally walking around with the names of the fallen angels' children, the bastards that the Bible talks about, the reprobates. They walking around with their symbol on their tie, on their belt buckle, and on their purse and on their car. Right. What is a Titan truck? What is a Titan? Who were the Titans? Giants. But who was their daddies? Fallen angels' kids. They were also the first weapons of mass destruction. How many pastors and bishops and people driving to the church house do you think have a Titan truck? The pitchfork that's on the other card, Poseidon was a child of the fallen angels too. All them Kate Spade symbols and Tory Burch, all of those are magic symbols. Balenciaga literally means worship Baal. When I was on the Amtrak, my porter had a Beyonce a Beyonce belt buckle on. He said, yes, I'm part of the hive with a big smile. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, all of those symbols are magic symbols, honey. Bell is king. And when your baby hit the Spider-Man, that's the same thing that my Mushi is. It's the same symbol. You said people don't know and some don't care, but they'll walk around and talk about what's demonic and everything. They clothes, they car is all named after the demons they swear up and down they feel when they watch a spiritual movie. Isn't that interesting? Don't what car kind of got that symbol on it a little bit? Ain't there a car that got a symbol that look like this? Ain't don't this y'all got some purses and stuff that got this on it too? A Bentley? Pastors love him a Bentley now. Ooh, not the Bentley. The infinity bracelets. Uh-huh. You could go do the research for yourself. I don't know all of the symbols and signs, but baby, they here. And they be talking, woo, the Lord blessed me with my car. The one that's named after an evil spirit or has the symbol of an evil spirit on it. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. Ooh, 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 ooh. See what we can find. What car is this on? Oh, excuse me, Neptune or Poseidon. What car is this on? A Maserati. Interesting. And this is the symbol for the Roman name for the god for the Greek god Poseidon. Neptune was the god of the sea. Interesting. He was one of the angel's children. See what other symbol we can find. The fact that those symbols are everywhere right now on our face is crazy. Yes, Clash of the Titans. Interesting. Do we have any cards that have the bird symbol on them? Any cards that got bird wings? Which one? Which one? Chrysler Thunderbird. Interesting. Mm. Let's see what else we can. Pegasus. Saab was a griffin. It's called Signs and Symbols. Rolls Royce has a bird. Ford has what? A Mustang, a horse. Nike has Pegasus. Nike has Pegasus. Okay. Who's this? Think anybody in church kid didn't watch this? A Ford Falcon? What about this one? Who's that? Who's this? Pinocchio. It says Tengu in Japanese priests who seek fame and misuse the Buddhist scriptures become Tengu, long-nosed mountain demons, and after their deaths. Who pronounced Pinocchio? Who told us the story and gave us the cartoon of Pinocchio? And Pinocchio was a liar! Oh! Interesting. Don't y'all got some shoes or a bag with this symbol on it? What shoes or bag got this symbol? Fendi? Tory? Why would they put us? I know it's in internal organs, but why would they put that on it? How many people in church you think got them bags? Oh, I I can't show y'all that one, but my goodness. Priapus was definitely a Negro. I didn't even. Why did I do that? Everybody know what a phallus is, right? Oh my God. When I say they be playing in our face, what happens when men get a sports car? What happens when men get a sports car? Tell me. What do? Women. They want to get younger. Modern phallic symbols: a rocket, a gun, a sports car, and a guitar. And they always strumming from right at the. Oh my God. I'll be right back. When they about to hit that thing and do whatever they about to do, baby, they step back and holding it, and they really getting it in then, and everybody is going crazy, and we didn't even have no idea what was going on. That's crazy. My brother plays the guitar too. I'm just showing you what they be doing. Your son ain't under the power of the devil, but understand what be happening in our face. Oh, Jesus. I'll be right back. That's crazy as hell. keep doing that, y'all. Leaving my robe in the bathroom. Y'all okay? Because that's crazy. Think about this, though. Who get the most girls? Everybody go after the bands. They always, the groupies and the stars. It makes sense because who's the angel of music? Most rock stars drive a fast car. Bands and bikers. Yep. Let's keep going. See if we can find something else. Mercedes-Benz. The three-pointed star symbolizes inventor Gottlieb Daimler's dream of building motor vehicles for land, air, and sea. Interesting. The rings for the what's the name? Symbolize the union in sports of Africa, America, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. Whose symbol is this? Ain't this similar to the Red Cross? This is how all our buttons on our phones look, don't it? The ring bell on our cameras look like this too. You said the Salvation Army above that? And cameras. That's the fifth sun amulet. That circle is on our Fire Stick remote. It sure is. There go our click-clack right here. Ain't that our click-clack thing? That's the click-clack thing we was talking about the other day, ain't it? Because we don't take time to learn what is and what ain't. These symbols is on so much around the world. They on y'all fences. Y'all know that, right? The top of your fence. Wherever you at, Mr. Blitz. I'm at your house. Assyrian kings wore necklaces with metal amulets bearing the protective symbol of the gods. A silver charm bracelet. Popular with young girls since the beginning of the 20th century, silver charm bracelets were given at birthdays with additional charms following subsequent years. Who got charm bracelets? Be honest and don't lie. And every nigga we know got a chain with a pendant on it. How many women you think went walking in the church with a charm bracelet on? What is a charm? Got a few, auntie. Tell me what a charm bracelet. Tell me what a charm is. What is the cross of the symbol? It's the symbol of the cross. It's an amulet. If you wearing it, Jesus got off the cross. And if you pray into a cross, Jesus ain't on it. It's a charm too. A charm is a magical spell or an object that brings luck. It's also a quality of being attractive and pleasing. Who was Pandora? Somebody sent me a book about Pandora. It's in here. I have to find it, but I got a book about Pandora. A magic box. She opened a box, and it was a whole bunch of bad stuff in there. So charms are a magical spell or an object, a magical object. Charms are a magical object. Pandora had a jar containing all manner of misery and evil. Got 3 Pandora bracelets, 2 full and 1 started. I would say don't kiss it and don't say that that's what protected you. An inanimate object cannot protect you. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, TT baby. And they took women unto themselves, and everyone respectively chose one woman for himself, and they began to go into them, and they taught them magical medicine, incantation, the cutting of roots, and taught them about plants, right? Right after that, what did they do? And Azaziah taught the people and the art of making swords and knives and shields and breastplates. And he showed their chosen ones. What's the first thing he showed them? Fallen angels showed that. So this is the thing. No, I'm not saying you can't wear nothing. I'm not saying you got to throw away, get rid of your Disney Plus. I'm not saying none of that. The reason I'm doing this is to show y'all how people be swearing up and down they got all this discernment about this and that, but they be wearing charm bracelets. They got the names of demonic figures on them. Their purses that they made their husbands spend, the suits that they buy to wear in the house of God have so many demonic symbols and things on them. It's unreal. So how is it that a show will open up a portal, but your car, that charm bracelet, that charm necklace that you wearing, the person in suit that your husband got the demonic name on it, your son that is hitting the Baphomet every day in your house, hitting webs? Tell me. Yeah, they wear it to church. What do you mean? We got pastors wearing Balenciaga suits. We got pastors driving their Titan trucks, and Titans are reprobates. They are the children of the fallen angels. Of course it's in church. Ain't people wearing red bottoms in church? The women got the most expensive bags, baby, in church. They don't even know what the symbol, but they want to show people they blessed by spending money on accursed things. But watching a show about how to get you delivered is going to open up a portal. Baby, that portal been open in church and in your house. It's called Signs and Symbols. It's on Google, Signs and Symbols. Keeping their kids dressed in the best, and it's all named, or the symbols on it is after the fallen angels. Because they won't learn the demon names, so they don't even know. The book you're on talks about the luau are voodoo spirits. I know, like the luau and all of that. Yep. Ooh, sisters, my husband just bought me this purse with the name of an evil goddess on it. Ooh, girl, he bought me this outfit with the symbol of a horror goddess on it. Pastor needs y'all to buy him a new church named after the reprobates and the bastards of the fallen angel children. For real? That didn't open up no portal in your house? When your husband bought you that expensive Pandora charm bracelet? And charms is a magical object. Because the church women be all dolled up in all their jewelry. Can't wait for somebody to buy them a diamond tennis bracelet and all of this. And Pandora's box had all manner of evil and afflictions and trouble in it. But you will have your husband go to the jewelry store, reverend, bishop, sister, and have them buy you a charm bracelet. So when you wave in your hand, everybody can see that your husband filled your charm bracelet up. And a charm bracelet is a magical amulet. Interesting. You said I'm so in all right now. This is why I don't fool with church folks and folks that's fake Christians, because they just be talking off the top of their head. They don't be doing what they talking about. So a show will open up evil, but you wearing a magic charm bracelet didn't bring nothing to your house. Right. Letting your son hit the Baphomet in your house to spread webs don't bring no demons in your house. Right. Letting your daughter walking around with a fairy wand because they put a cute star on it and it light up, acting like she's a miracle, a magical fairy, and a fairy is a fury, a evil spirit. Oh, we're going to give her a fairy birthday party. It's going to be so cute. Yeah, everybody at church is invited. Dress up like furies, evil spirits. Don't you have no magical birthday party for your kid? Because you opening up a portal in your house. Them demons, them furies, and fairies going to be running through there tormenting your children. Church groups going to Disneyland, the most magical place on earth. Right. That didn't open up no portal? Did it? Can you go look up what a fury is? Please? Sometimes they spell it F-U-R-Y. Sometimes it's F-U-R-I. But please tell me what a fury is. And they changed the name to fairy. What are the fae? Furies. Tell me. So while everybody talking about all of this, whatever, they be lying to y'all. Female light or fae, a scout fairy, or a type of weapon in the game. Goddess of vengeance. Anybody ever seen Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief? Come on, Queen. Rock to sleep. They show is. Some Christian mothers allowing their little girls with the mermaid toys and Disney princesses in church. They get to wear tiaras and wear their magical thing to church. A spirit of punishment is a fury. Y'all gonna make me pull out all the books today. me a second so I can remember what book I'm looking for. It's another book. Maybe I already. They would let them wear them in school because I'm a teacher and I see them wearing dress-up clothes all the time. And I'm sure their parents are Christians. I don't know where my other book is that I want to look for, but this goes through where they found mermaids, right? This lady tells you about where the mermaids were. And they not all pretty. They talk about the different kinds. Some of them are very scary looking. Some of them are not. Y'all know what river is in here? The one, what's the one in Georgia? A lot of the places where people just drown, they're saying this lady is saying there's mermaids there. See, that says Mount Desert Island. What is that, Maine? Lake Lanier. They in here too. They got Little River, Tennessee, Arkansas River, Colorado, Mississippi River in Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri, the Elwha River in Washington, the Platte River in Nebraska, Swanee River in Georgia and Florida, the Cheyenne River in North Dakota, Big Bend Falls in South Carolina and Georgia, Colorado River, AZ. I know a lot of people drown in Arizona. They drown at I can't think of what that river is called. Red Mountain Rock or something like that. Jacoby's Well in Texas, Erie Canal in New York, Delaware River in New Jersey, Delaware in Pennsylvania, a farm pond in Kansas, Deep Fork, Oklahoma, Lake Superior, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minneapolis. Lake Tahoe is California and Nevada. Lake Chilcoot in Arkansas. Crater Lake in Oregon. Grinnell Glacier Lakes in Montana. Lake Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana. Kentucky Lake and Dam in Kentucky. Lake Vermilion in Minnesota. Carnes Creek, Cucumber Island, Georgia. Great Dismal Swamp in Virginia. Biscayne Bay in Florida. I can't even pronounce. The Atchafalaya River Basin in Louisiana. Big Thicket, Texas. Conagry River in South Carolina. Moose Bog in Vermont. Alligator River, North Carolina. Cloverdale, New Mexico. Prairie Pothole, South Dakota. Padre Island in Texas. Everglades in Florida. Three Arch Rocks in Oregon. Monterey Bay in California. Mount Desert Island in Maine. Something I can't pronounce in Hawaii. Cape Cod. Narragansett Bay in Rhode Island. Some other folks in Hawaii. Beaufort Sea in Alaska. The Gulf of Mexico, Cordell Bank, California. Yellowstone National Park. In Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana, Great Salt Lakes, Gulf of Mexico, Fern Cave, Alabama, Mendel Hall Glacier, Alaska, Chukchi Sea in Ash Meadows, Nevada, Phoenix metro area. Interesting. Mallows Bay Ghost Fleet, and some other places. Where's the one? We literally saw Lake Lanier in here. It's called A Field Guide to Mermaids. Because we read it in here. Let me go back. Because we literally saw Lake Lanier in here. I might have went too fast or something. Swanee River in Georgia. Cheyenne River. Big Bend Falls. Where is it? Because we was reading it together when we saw it in here, and it was Lake Lanier. I'm moving too fast, probably. Cloverdale, New Mexico, Alligator River. See, yeah, I missed some. Prairie potholes. I don't know, y'all, but I know I showed it to y'all because we saw it together in here. That's weird. Lake Lanier was in here. Or maybe it's in another book. But I could have swore we saw it in here. Anyway. Yeah. Y'all remember the class where we was looking in here and we saw Lake Lanier? People always reporting something, trying to pull them under. It was in this book. There is an index, but it just shows wet or whatever. But we literally looked at it in here. It was you remember? It was in one of our classes, and we literally saw Lake Lanier. So I don't know, but I showed it to y'all, Lake Lanier, and some of y'all have the book. Some of y'all got this book. So with that, oh, it's hot. I'm going through this to tell people. Folks be walking around here doing all this hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, and they are absolutely no what you call it? They're not a problem for the devil. Because they don't even understand how the spiritual realm really works. They're clueless. The Caribbean seas is full of mermaids and sirens. Yes, it is. Some other places too. That's why I don't do water. I remember, was it by chance in another book? That's what I was thinking, but I could have swore it was in there because when y'all, I think one of the first pages I flipped to. So y'all, as long as y'all remember that we seen it, okay. It was talking about maybe it was in our Giants book. Maybe it was in there. But I could have swore it showed us a picture of it. Let's see. Yeah. Let's look up the maritime something. I'm gonna look in Georgia. Maybe it was in this book, 347. No, it was in that book. Because this is just talking about the giants. I was looking for the mermaids. Where they found the mermaids at. That's making me sad because I know we read it literally together. They got dwarves and fairies. Burial types and artifacts. Giant rows of teeth. Giants with horns. Giant mummies. The Great Lakes. It was in there because I showed y'all a picture of it. That's crazy. If y'all got the book, go through there for me and see. Because I know we looked at it because I showed y'all in class. And we don't have no other books about mermaids. It had to have been in there. Because we was all spooked, remember? It had to have been in that book. That's why I need to start naming the classes so I can go back and see which book we was looking at. Oh! I know it was in that book, though. Try to find a muse here in Georgia, and we all know about Lake Lanier. Okay. So let me ask y'all a question. Now that you know, and a lot of y'all that's been here, y'all know already. As we read this stuff, even even though if you've been here or whatever, to go and read that them kids in the birth of Jesus Christ, the first gospel of the infancy of Jesus Christ was filled with demons, how does that make y'all feel? Huh? Y'all read it with me. In the infancy of Jesus Christ, yeah. How y'all feel about that? You weren't here with us last night, classy lady, when we read? If you go to the 4th book of the infancy of Jesus Christ, them kids was filled with several babies filled with demons. It's basically justified what I thought about my little brother. I'm trying to tell you. We read it last night. Okay, how did the whole story of Solomon get started? How does the Testament of Solomon start? Who was the main character in the beginning of that story? Why did Solomon even try to get the ring? A young boy. Yes, and there was even Judas as a kid. Yep. 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 Yeah. So then why do we think that demons don't affect our children? If Jesus as an infant was causing, and was it one spirit that would be in them? Was it just one? kid could have a whole bunch of demons in them. You said, yep, the school system full of them in special education. Sherlonda, high five. High five. And a lot of those children have supernatural strength, Sherlonda. Don't they? They have superhuman strength, those babies. Okay. SPED teacher here, and you are right. Oh, so you're a special ed teacher. Interesting. Classy lady. I'm learning a lot about you that I didn't know. Like the boy who, yep. Put Jesus' cloth on his head. And they speak with different voices. Sherlonda, you said they talk with different voices, the kids that's at your school. And they see things we can't see. Interesting. But the church don't want you to know. Oh, the church don't want you to know why these kids suffering in silence. The church don't want you to know. So the witch doctors can give them a new pill. What? So we got babies in school speaking in different voices. Doctors, witches, and warlocks giving them medicine named after more demons, and then they get supernatural strength on top of that. And y'all are letting these people tell y'all, don't watch things about the spiritual world so you can understand how it works right. Got it. Interesting. Give them medicine. Let more entities in. And do. Yep, they be growling and have a lot of strength. Interesting. Now, I'm not saying just the SPED babies is, because, honey, a lot of these crash outs and crazy folks it's full of demons too. But the devil don't have to run. He don't have to hide, because church folks don't believe in it anyway. So why? He can keep on doing whatever he want to do. Because they won't learn nothing about the spiritual realm. So remember when I said yesterday, when we was reading in Mark 5, and I said, if Jesus hadn't had discernment, would he know? You said my kids have special needs and they are super strong. No weird voices, though. Okay. My grandson got in trouble for hitting a girl, and he cried and said he don't remember doing it. Okay. I was led to watch Deliverance before I knew it was a popular movie. I'm trying to tell you. We watched The Demon House 2 years ago. 2.5, as a matter of fact. Yeah. But this is why do y'all realize when I started teaching about demons and the spiritual warfare, that's when a lot of the people left the community? Y'all remember how much I used to argue with people? That's exactly why the church needs spiritual love to flow through, because before we can actually see change. Listen, y'all don't know how many church folks came in here talking crazy to your girl. And I'm like, that's why the enemy ain't worried about y'all. Y'all his friends. He ain't moved by y'all hallelujahs and fake crying and fake shouting. Y'all on his team. Y'all literally tell people, don't go learn nothing about the spiritual realm, when the Bible says we fight not against flesh and blood, but against what? Stuff you can't see with your eyes. It amazes me how the church keep telling people to do the opposite of what God tells folks to do. That blows me. You're in a spiritual battle, but you don't want to know how your spiritual opponent works? Spiritual wickedness in high places. Interesting. He said you fly not. Well, if it ain't flesh and blood, what is it? They want us unprepared. This is why people been fighting this battle so long. Because the pastors ain't got the information. Y'all think if a person that was full of a demon walked up in that church and that demon started to manifest, that them churches would know what to do? What would y'all do if you was at church, if you still go to church, and all of a sudden you seen a human without suction cups on their hands walking up the wall backwards? What would you do? Crawling on the side of the wall. What would you do? Because these things happen. What prayer do you pray and you don't even know how to pray against spirits? Gives new meaning to keeping people in the dark. Do you think they would know how to call that demon out of the person? Somebody came in here yesterday and said God never told us we needed to know the name of the demons. And I literally finished reading the scripture where Jesus asked Legion, the only reason that they know Legion's name in the Bible is because Jesus asked him. Somebody came in here last night and said, we don't need to know Jesus's name. I mean, the demons' names. Well, how you going to call it out if you don't know the name? That mean it get to hide and stay there. Interesting. How you going to call it out if you don't know the name? You said the pastors don't teach daily prayer. So that means if you're in spiritual warfare, can your pastor help you? If they don't even know how demons work? So if the mental illness that your husband, wife, child, cousin is dealing with is a spiritual sickness, will they know how to help you? How do you protect yourselves? By getting in your word. It's mind blowing to me. Nope, they can't discern the energy or spirit within by asking it to show itself or revealing its name. Oh, okay, so then it gets to stay. You learn first so you can teach others. But why don't the pastors want to learn? What does Hosea 4 say? Let's go to Hosea 4 real quick. So we can read this so people think I'm just not attacking pastors. Hosea 4 and 6 says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because... Oh, we're not going to read it in this King James Version. My people are destroyed because they have no knowledge. Your pastors have refused to learn, so I will refuse to let you be pastors for me. You have forgotten the law of your God, so I will forget your children. We don't call our pastors priests. But here's Hosea 4 and 6. So if you read that, it says, my people are destroyed because they have no knowledge. Your priests, we don't call them priests, so we put pastor there. Your pastors have refused to learn, so I will refuse to let you be pastors for me. You have forgotten the law of your God, so I will forget your children. In this Hosea 4 and 6, it said your pastors is more worried about the temple holes than it is the souls. In this Hosea 4, it said the pastors have become like the people. They sin as much and they live off the people's sin offerings and they don't want to learn. Pastors can't even protect their own household. Listen, Sherlonda, I'm from, girl, excuse me. My people are destroyed because they have no knowledge. Your pastors have refused to learn, so I will refuse to let you be priests for me. You have forgotten the law of God's heart, but got your children. They became proud. The pastors, they sin more and more against me, so I will change their honor to shame. The priests, the pastors fed on people's sins. They wanted more and more of their sin offerings, the money, so that the pastors are no different from the people. And then it say, I will punish them for the things they did. I will pay them back for the wrong they did. They will eat, but they will not be satisfied. They will commit sexual sins, but they will not have babies. A lot of pastors are in same-sex relationships. So if they're cheating on their wife, they can't get another man pregnant. So that makes sense. This is because they left the Lord and became like hoes. The pastors did. Then it says sexual sins and strong drink and new wine ruin a person's ability to think. My people are asking pieces of wood for advice. They think those sticks will answer them. They have chased after false gods like prostitutes. Interesting. Oh, and then here it says the shade under those trees look nice, so your daughters lie under those trees like prostitutes, and your daughters-in-laws commit sexual sins. Oh. I cannot blame your daughters or your daughters-in-law for doing this because your men go and have sex with who? The church prostitutes, the church hoes, and offer sacrifices with them. This your Bible? Is this not what's happening right now? You said the Bible raw, it show is, and to the point. But they read it in them thems and thous and they, so you don't know what that they talking about them. He said the pastors ain't worried about souls, they worried about the hoes, baby. And your duckies. Interesting. Now that was written however long ago that Hosea, who had to marry a, didn't Hosea have to marry a hoe? So he knew what the hoes looked like. Didn't Hosea have to marry a hoe? Didn't he? Hosea had to marry a hoe, didn't he? God told him to marry a woman of the night when they used to throw it back in the alleyways and the highways and stuff. Do I think he was mad? It's a reason niggas keep running back to the hoes. No, I don't know that he ain't there. Probably because everybody knew she was a hoe, but probably not when they was in the room he wasn't mad. Ask the men in here, they'll tell. Men, why y'all keep running back to the hoes? Y'all gonna tell the truth when before you was married? Why did you keep, and even since you been, why you keep going back to the hoe, men? Come on and tell us what she do that the hoes get all the money from what we see. Y'all watch reality TV like me. Thank you, brother. He said, they do everything. That's why we like them, because they don't say no to nothing. See, God love you because you tell the truth. So, because they need soul saving and they actually spiritually entwined with good and evil. Okay. Yes, ma'am, chocolate skylark, chocolate chip skylark. What's going on? You said like creamy peanut butter spread. So easy. You know what? You know what, Vicky Ann? You got to sit down in the corner. She said like creamy butter, peanut butter they spread so easy. I'm done. Oh God, I love this family. Have I heard of the Essence? Of course I have. Yep, the Essence and yeah. They don't say no as long as the money is there. Neither do the pastors. Hallelujah. Salvation and glory, honor and power to the Lord our God. The Bible said that y'all pastors became like hoes. They preaching long as the money rates. They ain't moving nowhere for free, and they want to be put up in a nice hotel, honey, with all of the bells and whistles. If they're not getting paid, they're not preaching. They preach to the level that you pay them, honey. You want a $500 message or a $1,000 message? Ain't that how? Oh, that's gonna be extra. For the love of money. Yeah, you said it. The Bible said pastors became like hoes, and guess what? They did not make God out of a liar. You said so do the garden hoes. Listen here. Don't hoes ask for their money up front? Lay it on the table before they do their services. Do they? Hosts want their money up front. Before pastors preach. Offering ain't after the preaching, it's before. That determines how hard they're gonna preach. How to Oh, I did hear I got my money first. When I did hear I got my money up front, you're gonna have to lay my money on the table. Now, if you want to give me a tip afterwards, that's fine. But if you came here, you know what I do. I'm gonna need my money on the table. Oh, thank you. I need my phone. I don't play that. Whether you like your hair or not, I got my cash. I don't know what to tell you about that. I need my money up front. You're gonna pay for your services up front. There'll be no running out of here. No. Give me my money. Oh yeah. You need to lay that money on the table, babe. All this work I'm about to put into, and you know my work. Put it down. Now, if I decide to give you some of it back because I don't feel like I did you said 1982. I was just doing hair less than 10 years ago. Give me my money. I had a couple people, I got to run to the gas station and I'll get the money. Oh, okay, no. I'm going to need my money up front, pumpkin. Thank you. Yeah, they won't even sleep in their own bed because it's a monster in there. Grandma, you need to go through the toys. Yeah. Exactly how they say it. Are you not picking up on it, William? Or you must not have been here when I told the old stories. Yeah, well, you'll need to go to the front of the block, line with WIU. Mm-hmm. You said what now? The Bible tell me Jesus loved the hoes. You hear me? He said, moving on, moving on. Oh, he picked it up. Mm-hmm. He sure did. Jesus love the hoes. And not for the reason y'all think. Hoes they loyal to the game. They not loyal to nobody, but they loyal to whatever they believe in. And once they get it in their mind that that's it, how many women you know gonna stand on the corner in the rain, see the snow, in little bitty clothes and stand out there in 7-inch heels or walk for miles and miles and miles and get in the cars with random strangers? You got the heart to do it? Men or women? You got the heart to be jumping in and out of cars with random strangers? Standing outside all day, all night in the elements trying to get some money? Now, some of y'all hustlers know what I'm talking about. Is hoes scared to go into dangerous places? You don't think that would be a vital asset? Once God cleaned her up, thank you. She ain't scared to go where the I'm too good to go people is scared to go. She'll go in there and get God's captives out. And because everybody knew who she was, they don't think that she's a double agent. A woman that had a past is going to have a different way when she deal with people because she had to learn people to maneuver in the situations. You don't think God can use that ability? Compared to a person that's going to walk straight up to the devil is a liar. You a sinner. Look at you looking like a hoe. You look like a drug addict. You think that alcohol is going to help you? But a hoe can get in the doors that church people can't. An ex-hoe can get into places that a religious person can't get into. Can I ask you a question? Where are the people we supposed to be going to get saved at? The people that are trapped in darkness are in dark places. So if you always walking up with all of your religion on your shoulder, they turning around, they not trying to hear, they didn't heard. You tell them how much of a sinner they are. How about you talk about how much of a sinner you was? Reverends? How about instead of attacking them, you tell them your story? Tell them how you was a sinner since you so saved and sanctified. They know they a hoe. They know they a drug addict. They know they an alcoholic, a thief, or whatever. They know already. You don't have to tell them. They living it every day. So how about you say, you know what? I used to be just like you, but God cleaned me up, and he can do the same for you. I'm not going to attack the way you look, what you're doing to get your money, because guess what? I have a past too. You don't think that would draw them with God's love instead of seeing people out on the corner with a microphone? Young man, you are a man. Why do you have that skirt on? Maybe because he got abused as a kid and so he lives the life as a woman. I'm not saying this is everybody. I'm just saying maybe this is his case. Do you know that all of his uncles wasn't crawling up in his tail from the time he was 5? Do you know that his mama's boyfriends that was getting out of jail wasn't making him dome him up at 6? You don't. And then his mama chose the person over him. So that's why he out here. How about you give him a plate? A sleeping bag? You think she just out here throwing that cat, jumping out of in and out of cars? Did you ever ask her who raped her first? How you know her mama wasn't trafficking her from 2 until whatever, and that's all she know? But your first thing is to attack what your eyes see. What about the soul that you can't? That's how my dad preached. He didn't forget where God brought him from. Oh, okay. My ex-wife's sister, her father was doing it to her from 8 until she was 16. Okay. Okay. And once that sin gets in, once that door is cracked open, as many demons want to pile into these babies as they can, and they can't talk to nobody about it. Oh, you're just making that up because you want some attention. You think they just out there addicted to drugs because they want to be? You think they are alcoholic because they want to be? They are self-medicating. There is a spiritual pain that they cannot shake. And the only thing that helps them is to do those things. So how about you look at the soul and not the shell? I'm going to ask you again. Ministers, you said you smoke for that reason. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for telling the truth. How about you look at the soul and not the shell? Judge the soul first, not the shell. How about that? Matter of fact, you ain't even supposed to be judging, but inquire about the soul. How you get out here? Who hurt you? Who did this to you? Who pushed you out here? What happened? Nah, you got that skirt on, you a man. You got that wig on, you a man. Sister, why is you trying to act like a man? When I tell you daddy definitely let you know what's going on in my life, it blows my mind. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm going to let y'all sit with that then because evidently I know I ain't going to keep tapping on the button. I'm going to go make me some coffee. I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. I made my coffee. Let me run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Y'all okay now? Y'all right? You said no, you not okay? Well, I want you to be okay. You mad at me? You mad at me? For what? What I do? I'm not talking to y'all. No, I don't want you to be upset with me. What I do? Is you talking to? Am I being nosy or are you talking to me? Y'all know I have to ask if I'm being nosy on YouTube because they be having whole conversations I ain't a part of. And then don't let Queen be in here. She'll look at me like, no, you didn't get in our business. Her and Auntie, and maybe even Maury. Yes, I'm good. These things need to be said. Seems cleansed. But I'm talking to some. Well, email me. Which y'all laughing? They do. Not you, Naish. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to. Right? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, you're welcome. A lot of people judge the outward appearance and they never take a chance to look at the soul. But the Bible tells you don't be fooled by what you see. Y'all get that? I've been crying all night. My niece just told me yesterday she's been, oh. What question did you ask, Pumpkin? Are you talking about the essence? Are you talking about the essence? I know about the essence, baby. I answered your question. If you're talking about the essence, I know about the essence. We studied about the essence here. They in our classes earlier in the WOIU time. So I'm so glad you speak on these things because a lot of preachers won't, they afraid, but we ready to heal. Okay, but baby, you just have to go study them. They were just a sect of people that broke off. They just like you got Methodist and Baptist and Presbyterian. At that time, they were just a group of religious people that studied the word. They went into the wilderness and lived out the. If I wasn't so good years ago, can I? You wasn't good when you was born, will you? Ooh, Monique, let me answer the questions, please. Love you, babe. You good? You wasn't born good. You was never good. You was born evil and a liar and a cheat and everything. You get saved to get away from that life. That's what salvation is. That's why I don't know why people be trying to walk around and act like oh, I'm just so sanctified. Well, what did you get saved from? Tell me. And if they can't tell me nothing, you a liar. Because the Bible said we was all born in sin and shaped in iniquity. If you look up what sin and iniquity is, neither one of those things are good. Of course you can get right. God got something for everybody. This is okay. This is why this is school and not church. Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to check the source in a sense. That's all. Yeah, you good. Just do more study on them. It's a lot of information about the essence. It's a lot of information. You could just study. You don't gotta have all the answers, and all the answers might not come to you right now. Just keep looking. Excuse me. But this is school. I can't say read all of it, but if you, I mean, you on a journey, baby. God will give you the information that you're looking for. Just keep reading. You don't have to read all of it. Just read and maybe leave it and go read something else. I can't tell you what to do. I don't know. I don't know where God is leading you in your studies. I don't know. Maybe he wanted you to touch on it for a little bit, make some notes, and then you'll find something else. You would have to go to God and ask him why he's having you read it or why he's having you learn about it. I don't know for sure. I used to be miserable and couldn't stay put. Now I look forward to this class, my bed, and to read. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have, CERCA don't have, I am not Google, y'all. Siri or none of that. I don't know. I can only tell you one of my grandsons has autism and he talks in third person a lot. I have a few family members that talk about themselves like she and I, like in third person. Yeah. She don't like this or she don't like that. Huh? It's you. Iniquity means immoral or grossly unfair behavior. Let me ask y'all a question. After reading Mark 5, did it make you think about a lot of the pronouns that people are using? And I'm not talking about he or she. I'm talking about we, they, them, us. When it's only a singular person. Spirits speak that way. That's been on my mind since it started. And I'm not knocking knocking nobody. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just telling you that is the way spirit speak. We, and it's only one person. Us, and it's only one person. We are they. It's only one of you. So how is it multiple people in one body? And you're not a conjoined twin. Possession. Multiple spirits. Have we been fooled? Who comes up with the medical diagnoses? The doctor. They tell us what the disorder is, right? They name it. And each persona has a what? Their own identity. Sincere and Amoy the goddess. Sincere, Amoy the goddess. Isn't that only one body? And when Sincere talks about Amoy, Sincere says that Amoy and Sincere are two different entities. Even though we see the same face. Amoy seems to think that her and Sincere's voice is not the same, but their mannerisms are very different. Sincere moves like a woman. Amoy moves like a woman and be dipping and doing stuff I can't do. But when you watch Sincere dance, Sincere is offbeat. Would that be a they? Or a us? Or a we? I don't care who we want to lay in the bed with. I don't care who you want to lay in the bed with. That ain't none of my business. What I'm asking you is that a they, we, or us? And does he not talk about himself and call himself by a different name when he's in different clothing and acting a different way? He goes by he and her, we, they, us. Am I wrong? I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just asking, am I wrong? So in the Bible, when a person said we and it was only one there, Everybody in the group knew what? You said like the guy in Split. I need to watch that movie. I think I started it and I didn't finish it. Okay, let's ask a question. Evil spirits was present. Double-minded and unstable. Interesting. He or she, they knew that it was other entities there. If I start coming in here and I start saying we this, we that, we, and it's only me, what would you think? If you read Mark 5, they said, what do you have to do with us? But it said it was one man. Then it said it was one spirit. Then it said all the spirits. Where are the others? That's what you were. Wait a minute. Only one of y'all. Okay. So if I knock on y'all door. This hip keep on going. Al, you hear me? I gotta put my brace on. As much as I don't want to, I gotta put my brace on because my knee messes. And they say, who is it? I say, it's us. We here. And then just me walk through the door. Is you gonna look outside like this? Where everybody else at? We here. This is all of us. You gonna be like, who is we? Who is us? I told y'all the story of my ex's mother when she was in the hospital. And God had me tell them that the demons was going to try to starve her to death. And the dad had me blocked from the hospital. Remember I told y'all this? She never used to talk in plural. Like, she never used to do that. She would say me and I. But when she got sick, when we went to the hospital, when they told me, right after this, they told me I couldn't come back. She said, when they was like, you want something to eat? She said, we not hungry. We don't want to eat. I said, so I told him, come here. Go with me. I said, who is we? It's only your mama in the bed. Why is she talking about we not hungry? We don't want to eat. You know they banned me from the hospital? I said, y'all need to get a pastor up here to pray for this woman because them spirits is going to starve her to death. She died of starvation in the hospital. On a feeding tube. Or wherever she was at, whatever facility she was at, she 18 months later, that was her certificate. Starvation. And she was a big woman. She wasn't a little lady. I kept asking them, who is we? So when I walked in the room, God had told me to anoint myself. Walked in the room, she said, we ready to fight? And everybody laughed. But she said my name, what the nickname she called me, her mama, her son, her husband, her kids, her sister, she didn't know who nobody was, but she knew my name. Her daughter had just been sitting there saying, Mama, what's my name? She looked at her like she didn't know. They kept trying to say she was in ICU psychosis. She didn't know her husband. She didn't know her sister. She didn't know her oldest child, but she knew my name. And she sat up in the bed and said, such and such, we are ready to fight. And everybody in the room laughed, but I knew who was talking to me. And when we left, I kept saying, who is we? Man, you tripping. I said, who is we? She kept saying, we ready to fight. We don't want to eat. We not hungry. It's only your mama in that bed. You don't remember your kids, the man you done laid down next to for 30-something years, but you remember me. You know my name. And you don't say, hey, the first thing that you sit up and say is, we ready to fight. Y'all can keep on playing with these demons. She went into ICU, whatever, where her body was shutting down. They couldn't get her body to push out the toxins. They got tubes all in her, got a thing with the colostomy bag looking thing hanging from the bed. God told me to touch her hands and rebuke the spirit of death, and all of the sirens started going off, and this stuff started coming, black stuff started coming out her chest, and then all of a sudden her bag was filling up. The nurses run and doctors run in there, and they say, oh my God, somebody is good luck, because we've been trying to get her body to release the toxins and fluids for 3 days, and we couldn't. And she came to. And I just looked at him. You still don't want to believe in God? The doctors couldn't do it. But I came on here, and get this, the oil couldn't touch her feet because she had a problem with something. So olive oil couldn't be used on her. So the oil was under my gloves. Under my gloves. Under my gloves. You couldn't touch her with no oils because she had a red band on. The oil was under my gloves. And as soon as I touched her feet and prayed, that yellow stuff, her pee was coming out chunky like applesauce, and it was black. My medical folks, y'all know what I'm talking about, which lines up with the warfare you've been training for your whole life. This part. I didn't win nothing, because God had to give me the knowledge for what to do. But you are doing yourself a disservice when you don't understand spiritual warfare, when you don't understand there is a such thing called demonic illness. There are demons that afflict bodies. So if you don't learn about how demons work, then you will not be able to help heal the spiritual sicknesses, and it's not just the mind. What do the cancer thing of society tell you? If we can heal your mind, your body will heal itself. Where do demons hide? In your spirit, which is considered your mind. We talked about this. If somebody calls you and gives you I was watching a news article. The little girl that told everybody that the dude had a gun was a little black girl. I just seen this today. Okay? You said, I'm a living witness of this, his grace and mercy. On my broken, beat up body, he healed. Oh, okay. That baby said, I always check the doors before I go out. She said, and when I went out, she said, I know it wasn't nothing but God. I saw him. The teacher told me let him back in. I said, no. She said, I know that if I would have opened that door, he would have killed all of us. She said, but I know God had me. What did I tell y'all about your child might be the one that stopped everybody in their classroom from getting hurt? That baby was talking about God, and she knew that God was leading her and God was telling her what to do. They said, are you scared to go back to school? She said, fear will not control me. I'll be back. She said, I'm not going to live in fear. She kept giving praise to God. And she said, I know that if God wasn't protecting us or whatever, he would have got in here. Have we not talked about that? About teaching your children to pray? About anointing them because they might be the person that keep the gunmen out of their class, and now we're watching it? We literally talk about that all the time. Teaching your kids what to do in an emergency, having them lay low. We talked about all of it. Okay. Okay. You said I've been saying faith over fear all day and didn't know why. Listen, it's a real thing. You hear me? There is spiritual warfare that was going on, and it's been disguised as mental illness. It's been disguised as disorders. And it's only because the church is not diligent about studying and understanding how spirits work. So our children's brains are being altered, their organs are being altered, their minds are being altered by the potions and the spells that these doctors is putting out. And then they wonder why their baby just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Hey, Odell, and not better and better and better. You said both my children have neurological disorders. Listen to me, Diddy. Ask God to show you. Ask God to show you. He will. Listen, baby. My daughter got diagnosed with something that the doctor said they was not going to be able to cure. And it was in her brain, in between her eye and her brain. God told me to take my spit, touch her eye, and then hold her head and whisper in that ear and tell that spirit, you have to go. You cannot stay here. You know what happened? Guess what happened? The spirit left, and so did my daughter, and she was healed. Now, the situation is still there. They said it is medically impossible that my daughter can see this inside my baby head. And that is the mass, what you see. But God been light around my baby's eye because this is still there. They said it was going to push her eye out of the socket. They said she wasn't going to start her period. They said it was going, oh, yes. I'm not telling you nothing I ain't had to live. And this is the machine she had to lay on. This is my baby. This is proton therapy, baby. And they said it's medically impossible that she can see because there's no blood flowing to the back of her eye. I said, I told them in the beginning, ain't nothing impossible with God. Y'all get one round of treatment. Y'all get one round of chemo. And that's it. It's in God's hands after that. And it didn't shrink. None. And her sight went from 2020 to 2200 to 2040 or 20 something. Her sight better than mine. Nothing. My friend is also going through that. She's homeless now. I help her as much as I can, though. I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing. So just so you know I'm not lying, I got a whole kid that had to go through some crap. Look. Still got the envelope. I still got my baby's mask that she wore when she was in proton therapy. So I'm not telling you nothing I don't know. Seen it a few places. That's the IU symbol for sure, but I'm sure it's something else too. I'm sure it's something else. Yeah. So understand, I people think I get up here and talk about stuff that I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. I can't tell you something I don't know. But if I've experienced it or I know somebody that experienced it, oh yeah. You said, why is there Triton? It's IU. It probably is. That's the symbol, yeah. It's Indiana University Health. I told y'all they witch doctors. And this is why I gave them one chance at my baby. And that was it. Everything else was in God's hands. I was not playing with them. And that doctor said, your God did exactly what he said he would do. When my baby finished nurturing, they kicked my baby out Social Security and everything. Talking about she ain't disabled. What a problem. It's fixed, but it ain't. I mean, it's fixed. But she still, they kicked my baby out talking about she wasn't disabled. Y'all playing. Kicked her out. And did. And did kick her off of Social Security. Yes, they did. And did. Kicked her right on off. They said she ain't disabled. Even though the issue is still there. But because her eyesight was healed, they said she ain't disabled no more. Kamala Harris! we broke you. Listen. My grandson was diagnosed with nutritional rickets, and I prayed and prayed and asked for you guys to pray, and he's getting better by the day. And is Vonda. And is. And yes, good evening. So, People be like, oh, she just get up there talking. No, baby, I done lived a lot of stuff. I have lived a lot of stuff. You hear me? Prayer works. Getting in God's face and trying to understand what He trying to tell you. All of that works. All of it. Oh, okay. I'm about to go, y'all. We've been on here going on 4 hours. Ooh, I need to find me some food. That's what I'm about to do. Figure out what I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I just be wanting y'all to understand though, and get this. I'm not going against nobody to go to church. I just want you to make sure that you're getting the information that you need when you go. Thank you, classy lady. I love you. Yeah, you hear me? God, the doctor of doctors, made my son survive 2 dangerous medical procedures back to back. The doctors were in awe. I'm trying to tell you, they practicing. They don't know. What somebody say, God already perfected it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. This the thing though, but y'all, I was about to say babies. Y'all are my babies. I was about to say this the thing, babies. Y'all are my babies. All of y'all is my babies, whether you older or younger than me. Y'all my babies, okay? So understand that God wants us to be wise. People think memorizing the Bible is they are wise. No, you just memorize the Bible, and it ain't even the whole Bible. So then, how you gonna be wise and you missing pieces? You said I'll take that. Yeah, I'll show about to call y'all babies. Y'all my babies. Okay, babies. Thank you. I'm serious. You can't be wise just because you can quote the scriptures off your. But do you understand what they mean? Do you understand how to apply that to your life or someone else's life? Everybody talking about I'll take that. Y'all want to be my babies? Okay, y'all can be my babies. Ooh, excuse me. The CERCA bites. That's so crazy to me. But in biblical days, that's what y'all would be. You got to learn it and live it. You do. In the Bible days, y'all have been the CERCA bites. And woulda. That would have been y'all name. The CERCA bites. Who are those people? Those are the CERCA bites. Don't go through that land because they a little crazy. Go over and go. Yeah. Yeah. So I love you. I'll probably get back on. I'm gonna go searching again and looking and seeing what I can find. Plus, we need to learn how to activate our faith. Yes. Yes. I'm your sweaty, smelly CERCA bite baby right now trying to mow my hip deep jungle of a backyard. Ooh, girl. You ain't got a weed eater so you can cut it down a little bit first? Get you a weed eater and go over the top first. Thank you. Take you a break and then go cut it down, girl. You got a weed eater? Oh, you're welcome. I'm just grateful. I'm you know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that I get to share what I know. We still learning together. That's why I tell people I don't know everything. God is still teaching me. But what I do know is battery operated weed eater, which is pointless right now. Okay. I was just saying to take off tops of the section so you don't gotta push so hard, but you know. You know. But you say ain't about to do nothing. So I just be thank you, Pumpkin. I just be wanting y'all to understand. And I don't even be trying to give the church a hard time, but I don't be wanting them to mislead people either. Cause folks is always talking about they in spiritual warfare, but when spiritual warfare come up, they run and hide. They don't know what to do. They tell you don't pay attention, act like it ain't there. Well, I can act like a person don't have a pistol to my head. That don't mean it's not a gun to my head. I can act like a person is not standing behind the door with a knife. That don't mean they not. It would be wise. I tried to order that half hoodie you had on the other day for WRU, but you couldn't find it. She might have took it off of there. Did you? Is it still? I don't. I don't even know if it's still on there. I haven't been on her website in a while, y'all. You went to It's not on my website. It's on nerdjumpshop.com. She might not have no more though. She might have took it down. Oh, okay. It might not be no more. I don't know. She might have took it down. It might not be no more. I might. I have to. I haven't talked to her. Matter of fact, I need to check on her. I haven't talked to Alicia in about a month or so. So I'll call her and see if she even she might. But you know what, y'all? Y'all know she do real IT for like a major company, and they be having her travel and do all kind of stuff. So I know she had to take a break because y'all got to think y'all was working her like a Hebrew slave too. And she got a whole life and married and kid and everything. So, you know, yeah. I will get with her and see if she even has any more. Because I know we had those, what, like 2 years ago? I think, well, did those didn't come out last year, did they? You too. It might have been 20. They might have came out in 23. I don't know when. So, I love y'all. It was 2 years ago. Okay, yeah, it's been a minute. Ooh. And I don't think we ordered that many of them. I have to go on there and check and see. I don't think we ordered that many, and probably the ones we did order. So she probably just didn't have the listing up there. If we didn't, it ain't no more. Oh, I love you, Brown Rose. All right, I will talk to y'all later. You need a bigger onesie. We probably won't do, if she's open, I gotta ask her, y'all, because I don't know what she got going on. But if she's open to it, we'll do some pajamas. I gotta ask her. I don't know how her schedule's looking and everything. I don't know what all's going on in her life, but if she's open, we'll do. But we gonna do some two pieces. I ain't gonna lie. We not doing no more onesies because I need to be able to pee. And that flap don't be coming down fast enough. So if we do some, we gonna do some two pieces, okay? If she's open, we'll do some two pieces. Cause it don't be coming down and then the zipper be getting stuck. I ain't got time. I be peed on myself. We gotta do two pieces. So hopefully we can find something in the same fabric. We hopefully we'll make it glow in the dark and all that if she's open. Cause baby, I still wear it like if I'm gonna go check the mail. But baby, one of them got stuck and I couldn't get that zipper down, baby. I can't play like that. Especially not early in the morning. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And if any bodily fluids get in it, it's going to the trash. So let me get some I can keep reusing. You said I done been pit of myself. I'm trying to tell you in real life. But I'm about to go instant panic, babe. Instant. You said it. Instant. Yeah, we not doing no more onesies. We gonna do some two pieces so you could get to what you need to very quickly. They might still have a flap on the back, but them was the one here to quitters. That's it. Now if she got some, she might have some. If she got some, y'all can get them. But I'm not. I done got older now. It take me a little bit longer to get to stuff. And if my knee pop out, I can't be doing all that. See y'all later. Mm-mm. You got to understand. Wisdom and knowledge will tell you don't do that. Yes, he will say his own name and say stuff like his. What you talking about, Tadera? Yes, it didn't popped out like 2 times today. It's the muscle from my knee, but that muscle go all the way up around my hip, and baby, I be about to I'm falling to the wall. I gotta go, y'all.